Well, here we are, folks. Another day in the twilight zone where Democrats lie, the media stays silent, and the rest of us are left wondering if Judgment Day has already come and our souls have been sentenced to roam in a hell known as Joseph Robinette Biden's America. Because the question is quite clear. When did lying stop mattering to the United States press? I mean, to be fair, there has always been left-leaning media bias. Politicians on both sides of the aisle have always stretched the truth, battered the truth, played fast and loose with the truth. But as a general rule, carrying water for the Democrats never included erasing the historical record, denying facts as clear as black and white. Now, it is clear that Joe Biden did task Kamala Harris with key responsibilities related to our border crisis. It was a broadly accepted fact right up until 24 days ago when the Democratic Party crowned her as their nominee without a single vote cast in her name. And then the media didn't just deny the fact, they deleted their own reporting.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
There has been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. You know, she was the border czar.
She's not the administration's border czar.
She was never assigned the position of border czar. They're making that up.
It was not made up. It was a fact. But facts don't seem to matter. The same way that Kamala Harris was generally accepted as the most liberal member of the United States Senate back in 2019. Until 24 days ago, when the nonprofits that gave her that bluest of blue labels and the news organizations that reported on it deleted it from existence. This is a woman who cast the tie-breaking vote for the Inflation Reduction Act, a failed multi-trillion-dollar boondoggle that not only helped raise inflation, but also gave the government the authority to dig through your bank account. And now she's turned around and plagiarized President Trump's plan to remove federal taxes on tips, as if she wasn't the one that gave the government the power to track down every last dollar of those tips in the first place.
When I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Kamala the chameleon, and the media refusing to acknowledge the basic hypocrisy of her rapidly fluctuating etch-a-sketch politics. And of course, now enter her hand-picked running mate, the Sandman himself, Bernie Sanders without the baggage, Governor Tim Walz, a.k.a. the Coach, a man who served his country honorably for 24 years in the National Guard and then, bizarrely, entered Congress by embellishing his service record, and then choosing to allow that embellishment to live on in perpetuity for the next 17 years, unaddressed, all the way to him becoming his party's nominee for Vice President of these United States of America. And of course, as par for the course, instead of just acknowledging it frankly, both he and the media have chosen to pretend that this obvious lie of his own making does not exist.
I'm going to say it again as clearly as I can. I am damn proud of my service to this country. And I firmly believe you should never denigrate another person's service record.
So let's be perfectly clear here. Tim Walz has 2 Army Achievement Medals. Tim Walz has an Army Commendation Medal. Tim Walz has a National Defense Service Medal. His service has been more than enough for his country. His service is more than commendable for me and every American. In fact, the only person who thought Tim Walz's 24 years of dedicated service to his country wasn't bold enough was, in fact, Tim Walz himself. And so this should be very simple for the media. Vote for him if you want, or don't vote for him if you want. But on the matter of his final rank, for 17 years, Tim Walz dabbled with dishonesty.